The Skeleton Dance is from 1929. It is a Disney silly symphony. It was a Walt Disney cartoon. As it said, it is drawn by Ub Iwerks, music by Carl Stalling. This is actually the first silly symphony, which I didn't realize until researching this. I didn't know that. It was actually made right around the time as Steamboat Willie and the early Mickey Mouse cartoons, like Plain Crazy and so forth. It's pretty much within the same year or two as Steamboat Willie and the classic early Mickey Mouse cartoons, and it is drawn by Ub Iwerks, total genius who pretty much created Mickey Mouse. Don't at me, that shit is true. What I've always liked about this, and I think what has been gift to death, is it is pretty much, it has no plot. There is no real plot other than it's nighttime, they're in a graveyard, some skeletons dance and stuff, they do some weird cool animation things that looks like Ub Iwerks had fun drawing, and then the sun comes up and they go back to their graves. That is the entire plot of this thing, but the point of this is not the plot, because, like, if you're seeing this for the plot, you missed the point. The point of the Skeleton Dance is kind of like a jam animation drawing, which is what Ub Iwerks does so masterfully. But I think what's different about, when you think of the 60s, 70s jam stuff, it very much points out that these animators are having fun. It's like that's the whole point of them, right? In Skeleton Dance, that's not the point. The point is to watch these skeletons dance, do lots of funny things, and I've never seen anyone not be entertained by it. Like, you see it every Halloween, we hear people talk about how much they love the Skeleton Dance. And it is literally just watching, this is the shocking part, it is literally just watching skeletons dance. That's it. You see some cats react to them dancing, you see an owl react to them dancing, that's it. That's the whole thing. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Ub Iwerks, I mean, they literally have a shot where the camera goes through an entire skeleton. Like, he does a lot of crazy stuff in here that you don't notice because it's not calling to attention, because Ub Iwerks is a fucking master. Sorry I'm cursing so much. It really is just wonderful. But so how the Skeleton Dance happened is, and I was kind of wondering, like, to me, this is an Ub Iwerks thing. If you knew how Ub Iwerks worked, in most of those days, he pretty much drew everything. Most of the animation is done by him, and then Walt Disney would just like slap his name on it and take a nap. I don't know what he did. Apparently the idea and the concept of this is not from Walt Disney or Ub Iwerks. It's from the third man who's credited in the opening title, and that's Carl Stalling. Now, Carl Stalling, who basically, as soon as they made Steamboat Willie, who would do the music and stuff, he was an organist, and he would compose stuff for the Mickey Mouse shorts like Plain Crazy and The Galloping Gaucho. And he thought it'd be cool if Disney made some musical novelty cartoons combining cartoons and music, which was a little semi-common at the time. He would play some music, and he actually pitched the idea of skeletons dancing in a graveyard, which is kind of interesting. You'd think like this kind of a weird idea would be from Ub Iwerks or something like that, but it's from Carl Stalling, which is interesting. And I think this very much fits the music completely. I really like this cartoon. It is an absolute Halloween classic. I actually was going to play it for my 3-year-old daughter, and we didn't get very far because she got scared. So it still, I think, has some good scares in it. It was actually banned in Denmark in 1931 for being too macabre, so you know that shit's good. I really like the Skeleton Dance. It's just a wonderful kind of jam drawing from one of the greatest animators of all time, which was Ub Iwerks. So you can see him play in probably one of his more celebrated periods, like the late 20s, when he was, making, where Mickey Mouse was taking off and taking over the entire world. He introduces another cartoon series, and he kicks it off with probably one of the more memorable animated sequences of all time with the Skeleton Dance. And I think it shows how great of an animator he is, because we're still talking about it, and I guarantee you most of you probably didn't even know who animated it. You think it's an old cartoon and so forth. This cartoon, for some reason, is not on Disney Plus, but it is on their official YouTube channel, so it's not like they're hiding it or anything, but I do think it should be on Disney Plus as well, and they should give it a nice new restoration also while they're at it, but they probably won't do that. But Skeleton Dance is a wonderful Halloween classic. If you're looking for, something to watch between some spooky movies for spooky season, this would be a perfect fit. Okay, alright.